Hey, what's up everybody? So, doing a response video to Maze of Torment. Top 10 favorites, new wave of old school death metal. And I've kind of done a video in the past where I just showed a bunch of my favorites, but it wasn't no order. These are actually going to be in a ranking of my favorite ones. I think I'm going to show 5 honorable mentions in this, and I'm going to play this in the background. More of a black metal or war metal type death metal, I guess. So I didn't include it in the list, but I wanted to play it in the background for this video. This is what is that? Pestilential Rites of Infernal Fornication. Can't show the back of this. Wonder if I could show the front of it. Badass shit. Badass fucking album. Anyway, let's get on with this. Maze of Torment. I will post a link to his channel. I'll also post the link to his video. Devin, I've been watching for quite a while. I think at least 2 years. I think the first video I seen by him was his favorite, or his top 20 favorite death metal, which was a response to Analog Archives. And this is way before I decided to start shooting videos, but they're among the flock, I guess, that got me wanting to do this. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm gonna go through the honorable mentions. First one is Undergang. I think this is called Altrege Leve. I think it's Danish death metal, which is phenomenal shit. Didn't really quite make the list, but still phenomenal fucking album. This one right here, of course, the Coffin Mulch, Septic Funeral, which is a 6-song, I guess, EP. Band's from Scotland. This is one of those albums in the future that will be shown as a classic. Absolutely classic. This one's a phenomenal one. Another honorable mention. I think this one's just a little bit too new, but still one of my favorite albums, one of my favorite releases of last year, I believe. Gloom Lord, Relics of the Dead. Some death doom from Florida. Fantastic one. Another one, it's because it's a demo. Crypts and Descending Era of Putrefaction, which is absolutely phenomenal. This is phenomenal. This is a finish. I've showed this several times. I absolutely love this damn demo, and I love their full lengths as well. I got several of them, but this is the one I go to the most. But I couldn't put it on this list because it's a demo. Fuck my life. And then the last one is another Finnish death metal band, Gorphilia, and or Agoraphobia. Gorphilia? Fuck. One of those two. Fuck, I can't remember. Gorphilia. There's a band called Gorphobia, so I always get them all fucked up. But this is Severed Monolith, which is, I guess, finishes the Finnish answer to Morbid Angel, in my opinion. And another fantastic one. So that's my honorable mentions. So, without further ado, and my history is, as you've seen in the last video, I got into death metal about 1993, so, and then there was a stint where I kind of just didn't really pick up anything. I'd say from probably right after Tornado in 2011, and then I started picking stuff up about 2016, 17, somewhere around there. And it was mainly just rebuild my collection, but I kept on running across these newer old school death, or new wave of old school death metal albums that just were freaking phenomenal. A lot of them Scourge of Vinyl, or Devon, or there's another one, I'll think of it in a minute. I'm drinking some fucking nasty Jack Daniels bullshit, but let's get with this. At number 10, it's gonna be this one, Fetid, Steeping Corporal Mess, and I can't remember what year. I think 2018. Let's see a date on it. I don't. Death metal from Seattle, which Seattle death metal, like Infester from, what is that, mid-90s? This kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Kind of reminds me, like, if you slowed down Autopsy, this is what you get right here. So this is some sewage right here. This is sewer death metal. Nothing really much to look at, just an inner sleeve. But fucking phenomenal. I was listening to this earlier and I just forgot how good this album is. And it's on black. I bought this, I got hooked on seeing $20 spin releases. I can't remember actually who showed it. I want to say Scourge of Vinyl did. And then I checked it out and fucking loved it. So some really doomy shit. Sludgy, Fetid, Steeping Corporal Mess. Oh yeah. At number 10. So number 9 is another one. This is Cemetery Filth Dominion. And what they remind me of is like a Swedish version of Morbid Angel. And some of the riffs, like on Subduction, sounds like the riff from Convulse. And I can't remember the track off the top of my head, but I believe this band's from Atlanta, Georgia. This one's on Boris Records. I'll show you the variants. Pukey stuff. But yeah, it has that swirling Morbid Angel kind of sound, but it also has the European death metal sound in some of it. It's Morbid Angel worship right there. But absolutely fantastic. I bought this just because of the artwork. I seen it at the store. I said it. I didn't know. I thought maybe it was an older one. I didn't know, but it turns out it's a newer death metal band. Love that artwork, or that picture of the band. But anyway, yeah, Cemetery Filth Dominion. Next one up is, I know Scourge of Vinyl showed this. He had the LP version of this, and I have both. I have the EP and I have the other full length. But I'd say this one's my favorite one for some reason. It just has more of a primitive sound to it. This actually, the spine or tray was actually clear, but it came busted, and the only one I could find was this green one. But the green one actually fits the color scheme, so I've left it. But this is another kind of death doom, almost black metal in some parts, I'd say. Death metal band from Florida. Absolutely stunning stuff, and I think this is called Gloom Lord. Which, what can I say? This one's a killer one. So I showed you 10, 8, 10, 9. This is 8. Now I'm gonna fuck this numbering up. Always do. So this one's a killer one. This one's on oh fuck, Head Split Records. Took me a second to see it. Phenomenal stuff. Next one's one that Devon did show, but it's my favorite too, so I'm gonna show it as well. Cerebral Rocks, Odious Descent into Decay. which is another one that Scourge of Vinyl showed on his channel, and I checked out and immediately ordered it, literally as soon as he showed it. I think it was in a collection update he showed that on. It has that finished sound, and I'm a huge finished death metal fan. But of course I could say this is a first pressing. I can't remember the year it came out. I want to say 19. Like I said, I can't remember the years. I didn't look anything up. I just wanted to talk about these fucking badass. But this thing, fucking just evil, dirty sound in it. Takes you to this swamp, I guess. All these creatures. And it really has that finished kind of look to it. I'm not sure. I think this is another Seattle death band. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's... I believe it is. Or from that area at least. Because they have their own sound up there. I mean, it's what it is. But Swamped and Festering Excremia, sorry. I think this album's all about human waste. Fucking killer one. So another one, he showed a Tomb Mold album, which I really dig that one, but I liked this one. It's the first pressing too, and I think I heard the first one first, and then I picked this one up at the same time, and I think I like this one just a little bit better, just because it has that Convulse kind of sound. I'm a huge Finnish guy, and Convulse is one of my favorite Finnish death metal bands. So look at this artwork. This is another future classic in my opinion. This is Manner of Infinite Forms. Fuck my life. Matter of Infinite Forms. This one's on yellow. It's probably one of the first modern death metal albums I could think of that I picked up. What cracks me up is I could probably bring Great Gate Creepers Deserted and Worms other album that all looks like the same artist. I don't know if it is or not, but just phenomenal stuff. Another one that just, god dang, I was just listening to this right before this video. Finished Fetid, and then I put this on. I'm like, fuck, I forgot how good this one is. It's been a while since I listened to it, and it never gets old. It's just phenomenal shit. Tomb Mold, Manner of Infinite Forms. Didn't fuck it up that time. And what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're in the top 5 now. Knew we were. I'll drink some more of this Jack Daniel's Watermelon Punch. Coming in at number 5, he showed, I want to say he showed a Skeletal Remains album. I can't remember which one it was. I have all their albums, but I would say Devouring Mortality is my favorite one. Of course, that artwork's phenomenal. It just looks old school as fuck. New wave of old school death metal. This album right here has that Morbid Angel, Obituary, that Floridian sound. It just really does. It's fucking killer. Ripperology, Catastrophic Retribution. Also has kind of a Retribution sound to it. And this album is fucking awesome. Awesome. This one's on red. And I think directly after this video, while it's uploading, I'm going to spin this fucker because absolutely amazing album. Kind of reminds me of the artwork. Reminds me of Gateways to Annihilation by Morbid Angel, Dan Seagrave. So I'm pretty sure this is Dan Seagrave artwork just by looking at it. Phenomenal one. Skeletal Remains, Devouring Mortality, coming in at number 5. He showed a Necrot album. I think he showed Mortality, but I really freaking love this one, and I always forget the name of it. Blood Offering. So this one, fucking killer. I don't have it. I think they're from California. I don't know what to say they sound like. Just badass. Just fucking badass. If you don't know this one, definitely look this fucker up. This is some badass fucking new wave of old school death metal. Sorry, I've been drinking a couple bit, so I'm kind of losing my train of thought. But man, I tell you what, The Blade, Rather Be Dead, Shadow of Light, Blood Offerings, Empty Hands, Beneath, Breathing Machine, Layers of Darkness. It's a badass offering. On this magenta. I don't know if I showed it, but I'm going to show it again. I think it was 2018 or 2019. Fuck, I don't know. There's so many damn good albums that came out that year. I can't hardly believe I've had this for 5 years now. Like, yeah, Necrot, Blood Offerings. Number 4. So, number 5 is getting tougher. Getting tougher. Not number 5. Fuck my life. Number 3 is this one by Plague. And this is Portraits of Mind. And I believe they're French death metal. For some reason, when I look it up, it says black metal, but this don't sound nothing like black metal to me at all. But absolutely phenomenal fucking album. I might play a couple of tracks just because the last ones are CDs, but I'm definitely going to play my favorite track. And Plague is, I've seen a couple of people show it, not saying that nobody knows it, but I hardly ever see this on anybody's list. Not that there's a lot of lists, but just in death metal in general. Look at that artwork. Phenomenal album. But here's a taste of it. I'll fast forward it to the next track. See, that's not black metal. This clip justifies how good this fucking album is. Some parts remind me of Death, like this part. Anyway, so let's carry on. That's number 3. Plague, Portraits of Mind. Absolutely phenomenal. And if, in case you guys don't know this, I will post links to all these, just in case. Next one up is actually a Floridian Hands, and I'll play a piece of this. This is number 2. This is an album that never freaking gets old ever. I've listened to this son of a bitch several times. I've shown it several times. I actually need to get this on wax. But this is Hexorcist, Evil Reaping Death. Floridian badassness. Absolutely love this fucking album. I think this is 2021. I think. But I like that they used, I think the music is either from Omen or maybe The Shining. The intro to album. I'm pretty sure, maybe it's The Shining. You tell me. This is Hexorcist. Yeah, this is The Shining. Yeah. That's the music they use. From the intro to that track, exalting the adversary. So his vocals kind of has that incantation kind of feel to it, but the music is their own. I mean, there's some influences in there I hear, especially with that way that guitar solo came in, kind of had a Trey Exacthoff kind of feel to it, but absolutely phenomenal at number 2. You're thinking probably, what the fuck is number 1? Because this is badass shit. I'm telling you, that's the fucking shit. So at my number 1, which I'm gonna play for you as well, is a future classic, in my opinion. I think Devin even said it. And I think this band's from Athens. And that'd be Dead Congregation. And I know this was released in 2013, Promulgation of the Fall, which, oh my God, it's got some incantation worship in it, but they actually do it better than incantation does nowadays, in my opinion, even though I still love incantation. But Dead Congregation, Promulgation of the Fall, holy fuck. This is my number 1. And I'm going to close this video with a piece of it in case you do not know this, which I doubt the people that watch my channel should know this. that congregation, if you're watching this video by some slim margin of a chance, we need new shit. You left us hanging. We need a new fucking album. This one's fucking phenomenal. So that's my list. My top 10, that's number 1. So what I'll do is post links to, like I said in the beginning of the video, to Devin's channel and his video, which is, it's a really fucking good idea. It gives me an excuse to show these and break away from the old school death metal. Which my next video, it will be a collection update, and it'll probably be a couple weeks, maybe, possibly, maybe a week. Depends on when this shit starts arriving. My wife ordered a bunch of shit for me, and I'm just freaking stoked. A lot of you have there are going to be a bunch of reissues of classic bands, but a lot of you have been showing it, and I finally get my chance to get a copy of a couple very sought after albums, which I'm looking right there. I have them stacked against the deal, so it's gonna be, I think, a 9 vinyl and maybe 1 CD. But I might put the CD in another video. Actually, I have a CD collection update, so that's what I'll do. I'll show those 9 records, which it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be an epic fucking video just to have all of those in one. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It is hotter than fucking Missouri. God damn it, I'm not ready for summer. I need to move to Alaska is what I need to do, because I can't stand this fucking hot ass shit. Y'all have a good one later.